So we have a bit of an update, so we can call this segment part 2. In examining the E8A and B units that I got from Jerry, as it turned out, the E8A was not a loc sound as I had suspected, because past swap meets where I picked up something that made sound when I applied the DC power pack, it always told me when I put on the DCC EX programming track that it was an ESU. Alright, well, I read the decoder value, and as it turned out, it was a QSI decoder. The thing about this particular decoder would not give me the road number written to it. Even though the road number is on the shell, it doesn't necessarily mean that the previous owner programmed it to that specific road number. Fine. But it would, when I tried to read the whatever number was written to it, would not respond. It would not respond to resetting the decoder using either CV8 or CV56. I had gone to a Facebook group that I belong to that troubleshoots DCC, and someone was kind enough to tell me that there was a 3-step process to resetting the decoder. Putting the first two, the first two numbers to write to a CV value took. Then I went to CV56, tried to write 113. Wasn't having it. What's going on here? So that decoder is being replaced, and I removed it. I am keeping the speakers. I'm gonna do my very best to keep the lights, and the QSI decoder is going to go into the garbage. And at the suggestion of fellow group DCC troubleshooting groupie and Facebook friend Nick Santo of Nick's Trains, I'm gonna get a decoder buddy, I'm gonna get a power bridge, and I'm also going to get a Soundtracks decoder, or a 21-pin decoder that's meant for EMD diesels, with a double, it was a dual 567 B motor, which is what the EMD E8s were equipped with. As for the B unit, that decoder, whatever it is, could not, CV8 wouldn't do a thing. Wasn't having it. Tried to reset the decoder. Wasn't having it. So that 8-pin decoder is being replaced. It does not necessarily have to be a sound decoder, so I'll probably just shop for a Digitrax, which is just a basic 8-pin decoder, and be done with that. So there's that. As for the Lima locomotive that wouldn't move, there are a variety of reasons why this thing wouldn't cooperate. These wires have been tampered with. and there was poor solder, and this wire came off the negative for the Ringfield motor. The motor is spectacular. Of course, I cleaned it up, lubed, put red lithium in the gears. She's running fine. The light also works. Sorry, the light also works. But the thing is that these wires, not only have they been tampered with, they're also supposed to be underneath this plastic cover, and they weren't. These wires should always be concealed underneath this plastic weight shield. And there's this mystery wire here. So I've got my work cut out for me to get this thing rewired and running proper. So we've got that, and I'm gonna. As for the shell itself, after looking under a magnifying lamp, it turned out that I found cab number 106. So I looked it up. Turns out that shell was for a Lima Santa Fe FP45. Well, it's off camera, but it's taking a bath, if you catch my drift. Now, as for the chassis that I got from AJ, and I mean no offense, one is a Lima chassis FP45, not a chassis FP45. When it's not the shell that came with it, because these slight holes over here is supposed to be where the shell is supposed to snap into the chassis, and it doesn't. And I think AJ's grandfather, whose collection all these things that I've been buying AJ from, just removed the original shell and put a chassis on it. And AHM Rivarossi, or rather just AHM, used to sell the FP45 in the chassis, so I'm not complaining, because it's a wonderful fit. Fits nice and snug, even though I am going to handle it by both the top of the shell and the fuel tank. Once I get this ex-Santa Fe FP45 running proper, I'm going to hop over to AJ's FP45, get that ring filled nice and clean, because it does run a little rough. So that's where we are right now, and stay tuned for the next episode. Talk to you soon.